I was gonna
I
suggest
hear
one.
that and say, don't do it too deeply. I almost died.
God damn it.
No, you can die in this game.
I'm glad you caught on to the setup, Jared.
That was great.
And I'm just kind of staring blankly forward.
Oh no, Unan's caused Nom flashbacks for Sandeep.
Well, no,
What?
I was already staring like that.
Why is it that in both of the fucking games we've had so far, someone's had the 1,000-yard stare?
Well, after a few minutes of play, Carnum shows up.
Yeah, and I'm immediately going to go and order food.
You are able to get the food without issue, assuming you are in the right building.
God, I hope so.
Alright, let's save this.
That's why I had her flipped upside down, because she is dead.
He's in the tree now.
Okay.
She's become one with nature. You druid wannabe. But once I get my food, I'm gonna head to the table with all my insides. To the table with Taurus and Unan. So, I might have some stuff for you guys to look at later.
Or now.
I mean, sure, but I figure it might not be the best idea to whip that stuff out in the middle of the bar.
You beat me to it. Oh, come on, Carnum. Whip it out. Let me see it.
For one, what? For two, it's 3 things. And for 3, we're in the middle of a tavern and some of this stuff could freak people out.
For 1, what? For 2, what? For
For
3,
3, okay.
oh, okay.
Wait, how could a set of armor, or a piece of armor, a ring, and a scroll freak people out?
If people are as aware of magic in this city as they appear to be, that scroll could be anything, and that ring could be anything. Such as a ring of, like, fucking fireball.
Even if it was, I don't think people would care.
If it was Lamb, I can still use detect and or read magic without ever actually making something get set off, unless it was very specifically
Keep in mind.
trapped to do it.
Keep in mind, Carnum also doesn't have a great understanding of magic.
Does he explain his fear to the guys?
I think he would probably leave it at, I don't think they would appreciate me whipping this stuff out in the middle of the bar.
Unan gets a curious look on his face, and he goes, "Really? What is it? What could be so crazy that they wouldn't accept it?
Just some magical stuff I won.
As long as we don't use it, they won't mind.
Oh.
They haven't minded so far.
Oh. Wait, what? You guys have done this before?
I mean, yeah, I've got magic stuff, and Taurus has magic stuff, and I think Kaz has magic, Kaz has magic stuff. I think Sandeep has magic stuff.
Oh. Okay, hold on.
They just don't like you using magic, which I learned that the hard way.
Oh yeah, besides, also, if a guard is chasing someone, don't go tackle them. The person they're chasing. They get mad about that kind of stuff here.
You mean vigilantism?
Yeah, the area I'm in, there aren't exactly a lot of us, so we all kind of had to try and keep the peace.
How for Unan, for what he would say, how liked would Carnum's race be, the Dampires?
About normal human.
No, for his homeland.
For Carnum's homeland?
No, for Unan's homeland,
Like-
how accepted would Carnum be?
One race for the other, like the race acceptance shirts.
Like, I know they're neutral, but would he really feel welcome there? I'm either gonna say, like, oh, you'd love it in my homeland, or, oh, then I don't know how you'd feel about my homeland.
I would go with the second answer there, because you wouldn't know. Some people might hate him, some people might like him, some people would just be like, bleh.
Also, your people are kind of very heavily related to positive energy, which kills me.
Also, Cal,
That's true.
goddammit.
Thank you, Noah.
Bleh.
No.
Okay,
I
I
wasn't
have
listening,
my
I was-
wording then. He goes, oh, well, you would have liked my homeland if, you know, it wouldn't kill you.
Yeah, I
mean
got that a lot.
literally.
I know. I got that a lot.
Oh, they wouldn't probably kill you. I mean, there might be ones that don't like you, but, I mean, that's everywhere. I mean, more the, you know, positive energy.
Yeah. You can't imagine the amount of people I've had to stop from doing reactionary healing and, you know, accidentally murdering me.
Were the items ever pulled out, by the way?
Not yet, no. Because eating. I'll whip them out once we finish that.
I was gonna say, yeah, once the characters get done, Unan was gonna say, so, let's see them.
I pull out my 2 rings.
I pull out all of the shit I just got. Except for the thieves' tools and stuff. So I bring out the ring, the scroll, and the mist mail.
Oh,
That we don't know is mist mail.
I'll also bring out the dragon hide mail, or tunic.
So as I check all these items, I'm gonna roll 4 checks for you, Cope, to see if I know stuff. Go ahead, Noah, do the whole prisoner ring thing. Although I'm gonna say on the walk back, Unan told you we might want to word this to the guys as friendship rings instead of prisoner rings.
They're actually called dungeon rings, by the way, according to Pathfinder. So,
Fair.
So, these 2 rings, like the one on my hand, is a dungeon ring. They're connected to the one that, Unan is wearing. It lets him know where we are and what kind of condition we're in. Even if we get separated at a long distance, he'll know about the general area of where we are. Though, he's the only one that's able to take them off once you put them on.
That's...
Unless someone else is wearing
effect.
the, Dungeon Master's ring. Slash jailer's ring. I mean, it's pretty useful. As long as you don't mind, like, him knowing where you are.
and your general condition.
How does the teleporting thing work, Calb, on it?
You know, that's a good question. I don't know.
It's... Okay, from what I read earlier, it said it's something along the lines of familiars with that. Additionally, all wearers of linked prisoners' rings count as familiars to the jailer for purpose of spells as scrying and teleport.
Yes, which allows you to teleport someone a bit better than having not known the person or anything.
They can't resist, I'm guessing.
But that said, teleport's range is personal and touch. I don't know if you're able to just teleport them because you are connected via the ring, or if you can actually just be next to them to teleport them. And if you didn't know them, then it would still count as being familiar with them. False destinations suck.
We were
I see what it
teleporting
is.
across
It
the
basically-
ocean.
It looks like it basically, it just makes it so if I were to cast a teleportation spell, they do not count as anything
People?
additional. They are free.
They don't count as people.
Yep, I'm looking at Athena now. The teleport spell allows the caster to transport one additional willing medium or smaller creature per 3 caster levels, etc., etc. But then things get familiars. And then someone's saying share spell or things that allow you to do that. Basically, it makes them free, so unless you decide not to cast it with them counting as free. So actually, that works out really well with my character, because at later levels, I can technically teleport to wherever my summon is, if I have it go a certain ways away, and then teleport. I think I can teleport to it, so...
Teleport the whole squad?
I could teleport the whole squad. Well...
The whole squad minus one.
I was gonna say most. Technically, one of us has to stay behind.
I don't know, we can always look into it later. Bit more in
Yep.
detail.
Also, real quick, Kel, which stat do you want me to add to them?
Add what?
Which skill do you want me to add to the rolls to identify?
If you're identifying
the
the
items.
spell, spellcraft.
Okay. I have hopes for 3 of the items. The 4th one, I can tell you what magic school it comes from and about how strong it is, but I'm definitely not going to be able to know what the fuck it does.
Are you identifying the ring, the chainmail, or the scroll first?
Let's do the the chainmail first.
Chain shirt.
Chain shirt. So I spin my rounds. Which school and how strong?
Faint conjuration.
And then 21 on a spellcraft to know what it does.
You are able to identify the chain shirt to be mist mail. On command once per day, the wearer can transform it into thick fog that fills his space and provides concealment for 3 minutes.
Does that remove the AC bonus by giving you because it gives you the concealment bonus?
It's a 20% mist chains.
But your AC goes down though. Because the chainmail becomes mist.
This mist moves with the character. Effects that disperse the mist or destroy cause the armor to reform into its solid shape on the character's body, as does speaking the command word or entering a place where the fog magic doesn't function, such as underwater. If the character tries to don another suit of armor while the mist mail is in fog form, it reforms at the character's feet. That is it. That is all the text tells me.
I guess since you can reform it on, like, in an instant as a command word, technically, but still in an instant, I guess you still get the AC, because it's assuming you're going to go, oh shit, and make it go back. Because you see it's the arrow or whatever is going to be true. So I suppose not then. Anyway, so whose was this? This was Tim's?
Yeah, this is Garnham.
Okay.
I'm assuming this is probably going to Noah.
Unan looks at Karnam and goes, well, this first one is called Mistmail. It's a faint magic, so it's not the most powerful. It's somewhere on the lower end. I say that lightly, of course. This could have been done by a slightly seasoned wizard, but mage, whatever. But it is called Mistmail. It basically you can make it turn into a mist and make it harder to hit you, but only for so long and only so many times until you need it to form back into your armor.
Well, that's going to someone else. I can't exactly wear armor without becoming mostly useless.
Oh, that's basically my armor, except better.
Or Santi, never mind. Looks like you're going through some problems over there.
Sandeep is just holding a shark tooth now and staring at it. Anyway, the second item, we'll go with the ring. So then staring at the ring, again, what's the aura there, Kelb?
Faint transmutation.
Alright, and then a 20 on spellcraft.
You are able to identify the ring as being a ring of maniacal devices. It gives the wearer a +5 competence bonus on all craft trap checks and disabled device checks, even if they have no ranks in these skills.
Okay. Are you writing this stuff down, Lamb?
Yeah, I already have the names of all the stuff.
Yeah, I sent it over Moore's name. The wearer can also make these checks as if they were trained in them.
Okay. He goes, holding up the ring, giving it a couple glances over and goes, what is it called? A maniacal...
Ring of maniacal devices.
Okay. This is called a ring of maniacal devices. Again, another faint aura, transmutation if you're curious, but it basically makes you better at, say, making traps. What was it? Traps and what, Kelb?
Disable device.
Okay. Creating traps or disabling them. Even if you aren't really trained in it, it just kind of magically makes you more able.
Maybe that should stay with me then. Unless someone else wants it.
I'm good. That's not my kind of thing. Unan now looks at Sandeep as if to say, what about you? Realizes maybe he's still like in his trance and goes, okay. Are you okay with this this narrative, Jared, that you've gone into a 1,000-yard stare?
I was about to pull out my belt and join the group.
Okay. The third, what were the other two items?
It's a scroll.
A scroll and a what else?
That was it. It's only 3.
Oh, I pulled out the dragon hide reinforced tunic.
Oh.
Okay. Is there anything emanating off of the tunic, Kelp? Which I think last game we identified as a magma dragon, right?
Magma. As for anything emanating, I don't remember. I know.
I actually have everything written down.
Oh, then we might have already done it.
Yeah. Just tossing it out there because I have no use for it.
The
Gotcha.
DR2 versus fire, you did not identify.
Ah.
Okay, so yeah, is there a magic aura coming off of it? There is. You're blinded. Oh, fuck.
What I'm able to find, no, it does not seem like it actually emanates an aura.
Okay. After Runan looks at it, he goes, I don't really have a use for that kind of an armor. I mean, it would be really nice for defense, but not up my sleeve. But after handing it back towards Taurus, it's just really nice armor. I can't detect really any magic coming off of it. I mean, other than the fact that it's made from dragon hide, but it doesn't look like anyone put a spell on it. It doesn't look like it's enchanted with anything, so good news on that. It's a blank slate if you can find a really good caster.
I'll leave it on the table if anyone wants to take it.
Alright, so then I guess I pick up the scroll, and as I do that, that would be, I guess, Jared, when you can put down the belt.
I walk forward, I pull out a belt and sit it on the table with my hand on it. 2 questions. I'm awake, right?
Yeah?
Do you want us to check?
Okay. Sure.
Alright. This might hurt.
Unana. No, I'm not.
Jared, out of curiosity, how much health do you have?
11.
There's a very slight chance this might knock you out.
Unan quickly puts his hand on you and goes, wait. Are you gonna punch him?
I mean, if he is asleep, that wakes him up. If he's not asleep, then he should be fine.
You might be too strong for this. How are you close to us, to all of us, Jared?
I walked up to the table you're playing cards at.
Okay, I backhand him. If you're curious, my strength is a +0.
I mean, I would have had to roll an exact 6 to get 11 damage to knock Jared's ass. Well, no, that's a lie. A 5 or a 6 to knock Jared's ass out with non-lethal.
Right. The moment you started saying it, it took a second. I went, oh shit, no, wait, you're the monk.
Yeah, it's like, guys.
Quick, use the mace.
So yeah, I slap you across the face, not enough to really do anything, because again, Unad's not known for being strong. Just enough for you to feel that there's a hand on your face, and he goes, did you feel it?
Kelb, that mace, if I did non-lethal, would be 1d8 plus 1d6 plus 4.
Still be not lethal.
Well,
I would knock him the fuck out.
well, I think that confirms I'm awake, but it doesn't explain how I won this. It's apparently an equestrian belt. I got it from the archery riding competition. I can ride really well, but I cannot archer.
Oh, if you want to talk about confusing wins, Jesus Christ.
I won by 1
Who is
point.
this Jesus? I won by 2 gold.
Okay. Wasn't
And
sure
we're-
because I almost died.
I mean, I got caught by 15 guards.
Is there a
I
magical
fought a
aura?
shark.
I
Is there-
almost got chased down by a guy in an underground rat hole.
I fought a shark.
I almost died from a dude who I thought was part of my competition.
Unan interrupts both of you and goes, Aethys died, waiting for both of you to look at him. And then he smiles and goes, I'm just kidding. I can summon her tomorrow.
Isn't that kind of her job?
No. Her job's to learn. So she can become a powerful Eidolon, and future summoners can summon her.
She can learn from death. As in, how to not die.
Unan's not not sadistic. What is it? The opposite of when you think positively, when you think negatively.
Pessimistic.
Yeah, Unan's not as sadistic and pessimistic as me, so I can't say that.
Anyway, do you know what this does?
Is there a magic aura coming off of it, Kelb?
Off the belt or the scroll?
The belt.
Yes. Faint transmutation.
It's a faint transmutation. 25. Spellcraft.
Well, you're able to identify the properties of the belt. Belt's wearer automatically succeeds at any check to guide with the knees, stay in the saddle, fight with a combat-trained mount, control a mount to battle, or make a fast mount or dismount as long as the belt's wearer is wearing medium, light, or no armor. So no heavy for any of that, but the belt also grants a +4 competence bonus on all other ride checks, including ones made while the wearer is in heavy armor. So it's a belt of riding, if you will.
Gotcha. So it gives all that stuff and then +4 to ride. But if you're wearing heavy, it only gives +4 to ride.
Yeah.
Okay. Unan hands the belt back to you and goes, well, it basically makes you very good at riding a horse. Or not riding. At riding things. Like the horse, for example. Riding it, fighting on it, getting on and off of it, say while in combat. But you gotta be wearing, not heavy armor, if you know what I mean. Otherwise, it just makes it kind of better. But, if you're wearing, no armor or a light armor like me, yeah, no, this thing would work out pretty well if, you're gonna do stuff on the back of something.
Well, it feels unsporting, but I wonder if you could use that in the competition tomorrow.
I'd ask, because it might be cheating, and if you do it, don't tell me. Don't tell me. I can't know. It goes against me.
I'm not gonna cheat.
Because unfortunately, I decided to play a babysitter character like a paladin.
Is Jared referring to the melee running test?
Yes.
And I'm going to assume that this is going to fail, and I'm going to have to use read magic in order to actually know what the fuck's going on with the scroll. But
it's actually lower spell level than everything else, so...
Okay. Well, he examines it. What aura is coming off?
A transmutation aura.
Okay. Last but not least, this is a transmutation spell. It looks like it is the spell. That's a 12 on my check.
DC is 17, Marcus, so no.
Right. I might be getting a little winded. Here, he does another symbol across his armor. Let me try something else here. And I will do read magic to try and read the spell, which means it'll probably take a few minutes because he's actually reading it with the spell, but it should give the gist. Again, unless it's trapped, in which case it would set it off. If I remember how that works right.
Well, none of these things are trapped, so nothing gets triggered.
Okay, so then after a few minutes, what's the scroll?
Well, the scroll is of a spell that your character would be unfamiliar with, unless your character has ran into a lot of witches.
Nope.
Okay, so, yeah, the spell is called Apple's Lung.
Unan basically says it the same way like you just did. He goes, it's called Appleless Lung?
Lung, as in like breathing lung.
No, yeah, like lung.
Just to make sure.
I'm just adding the emphasis that Unan sounds like he's really confused as to why those two words would be put together.
Noah, you're taking the mist mail, right?
Yeah.
As for what you can read off of the scroll and what it does, it allows the person casting the spell to breathe water freely. However, they can no longer breathe air.
And this is a one-time use. This is not a learn.
Correct.
Okay. Anyway, so yeah, it looks like it basically makes it that you can breathe water, but then you can't breathe air. So it's kind of a shitty version of your water breathing, he says to Sandeep. Also,
Pretty
it's
much.
one-time use. It's not one that teaches you the spell.
Well, I mean, the potions are one-time use.
Right, true. Oh, that reminds me. He reaches in one of his pocket fanny pack things, and then it's not a fanny pack, but whatever.
And then takes out some cocaine.
Takes out cocaine, makes 5 lines. No, takes out a scroll and sets it down. So I want a spell, but I kind of already got a spell that does this. I'm willing to learn it if none of you do, but it's called Vestment. It you cast it.
Magic vestment.
Magic Vestment. You cast it, and then it makes your armor, or it makes your armor.
Armor or shield?
Right. It makes your armor or shield better. It's kind of like my mage armor, but it gets cast on your armor. Did any of you want to learn something that makes your armors better? As long as you can cast spells?
I'm good.
Alright, I guess since no one wants it, he pockets it. I'll ask Kaz tomorrow and see if he wants it. Otherwise, I don't know. Maybe I'll learn it. Otherwise, on a roll of, 19 for appraisal, Kelb, would I know that it's worth about 450 gold?
Your character probably would be on the bit higher end and say it's probably worth about 600.
Okay. Otherwise, I might be able to sell this for 600 gold, as he says as he looks up at the rest of the party.
That would be the buying price of the spell.
Right.
Is it an arcane spell?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like magic vestment?
Yeah. The spell on the scroll.
The scroll.
It would...
On the tome, whatever. Because I thought I remembered somewhere that those teaching scrolls will come in either the one of the two varieties. They don't do both.
Zenom was also kind of homebrewed, Jared, so...
Kelb's just kind of doing it where you learn it and then it adapts into whatever your thing is.
I see.
Like, I technically can't learn the spell, and since I'm on a 1 through 5 tier instead of a 1 through 9 tier, we had to figure out what the equivalent level would be. Because it's technically, if you have the 1 through 9 level spells, then it is a level 3 spell.
Those are part of 3 different domains. Also at 3rd.
So yeah. Anyway, Unam looks at Sandeep. Are you interested in it? Did you wanna learn it?
I mean, that's kind of like the spells I already know. They're just kind of buffer spells.
Well, same. Like I said, I know a spell called Mage Armor, another one called Shield, which is what I use for me and Aethys. And I mean, I guess if someone really wanted me to learn it and cast it on them, but
I mean, the issue I think with me is like I can't cast very many spells in a before resting.
Oh,
I mean,
same.
I don't really know comparatively because I haven't met that many casters, but like I think I can kind of conjure up like 4 spells in a day.
Oh, see, I can do 3? Question mark? 3. And then, your basic level ones, aka cantrips, your basic level ones, that you can do how many times a day?
I mean, since I'm already kind of work towards buffing, it might work with me, but I don't know, maybe we want to split that up. Since you also can use it to, I would imagine, enhance your Aethys.
No, I can't use it on Aethys. I see. You might not understand how this works, Sandeep. She's not technically wearing armor. You know how she looks like she's a lady in armor? She's not. She's like armor made out of energy. She is the armor, and it's not actually armor.
She's like the character that you played that we don't know about.
Actually, she's not even that. She's like, I guess if you went into her plane, then technically maybe. I haven't really given what her true form is, just what her summon form is, but still. Yeah, she's not even counted as armor. It's just flare. You just describe what they look like as flare, but technically they're just like energy. They're not really what they are. The only stipulation on what they can and can't look like is they cannot look like a very specific thing. So unless your DM approved it, you can't say your summon looks the exact same as you, because it don't work that way. They could look like generic ASMR, but that's about as specific as they can get.
They look like Steve.
It's Steve Rat. Anyway, though, so yeah, after explaining that to Sandeep, he goes, so again, I guess if you're not interested, I'll hold on to it, see if Kaz wants it, and if he doesn't, then you can make the group decision if I should learn it or if we should try to sell it and make some gold. Because I don't know about you guys, but I'm sitting okay, but I could definitely be sitting better. With that, though, I don't really, I think I checked everyone's items, right? Did anyone have anything that I didn't check for them?
Nope.
I'm pretty sure you covered everything, Marcus.
Okay. In that case, then, Hunan goes, well, I think it's about time to call it a night. I gotta go rest up and get ready to do summoning and healing before any competitions tomorrow.
Yeah, I think bed's a good option right now.
Yeah, sleep.
Liam, are you back yet?
Nope.
Yeah, I think it's enough.
I'd say probably just assume he was going to bed as well, unless he comes back and says he really didn't want to yet.
Bed sounds better and better by the second.
I'll give him another 2 minutes or so to get back, see if he wanted to do anything. If not, we'll say he just went to bed.
I'm excited for some of the characters to see what the next summon is going to be.
While we wait, by the way, what's everyone doing today,
Spellcraft test. I think that's all I'm doing.
Geography and dungeoneering test.
Garrett, what are you doing today, Bob?
Maybe perception, maybe mounted combat.
Let's see, what was Tate doing for day 5?
So Marcus,
Yeah.
they were gonna let you know everything about me until I planar shift, then it's just like, oh, he's gone. I guess he's dead now. So I might freak you out at one point if that happens.
Maybe. Unan knows a decent amount about the planes. That's actually one of the knowledges I put stuff into. Planes. Now, when I think about it, it's like, that one would not pop up excessively until a little later into a game. But whatever. I gave it to him, he already has it. So, I don't know, it depends. He might go, he can do that.
And apparently Tate will also be doing the Snowcraft.
Now, in terms of freaking out each other, Noah, how would Taurus feel about a human-headed bird with acid powers? And the head functions similar to an owl's head, where it can like look behind itself.
Interesting.
Okay.
I've seen worse.
That's his next. That's what I decided his next summon is. So.
Oh God, why?
Hey, his third summon is gonna be a Pegasus-like mount with electricity powers, which he can later use as a mount.
Also, since Lamb's not back at this point, I'm going to assume his character just went to bed at this time, and we can go in and call it for this week.